Every now and then when I'm just scrolling, endlessly scrolling, what's the commercial I saw the other day calling it scroliosis?
That's the first time I've heard that.
Me too.
Yeah. So there I have my scroliosis. Something will hit me where I'm like, oh, wow, that's wise. That's like a saying that I might have to like put on my itinerary of life at this point. So Kristen and Abby have come in with some wisdom. We'll call it Wisdom Wednesday.
I think that's a great idea. And I know we make fun of Gwyneth Paltrow all the time because of like her GOOP website and the outrageous prices when the GOOP holiday guide comes out. But she was talking to World's First Podcast, and it is Aaron and Sarah who are interviewing her. And she had advice that I thought was so spot on, and it can apply to literally any job. It doesn't have to be just for an actor, but literally any job, and not just when it comes to employment or work, but it can also apply in your personal life as well. So I just really want you to listen to Gwyneth Paltrow's words, because I think this is going to help so much with disappointment in our lives.
Very early on, I remember I was auditioning for this Woody Allen movie. It was between me and one other young woman. I didn't get the part, and I was devastated. And I said to my mom, I was so upset. I was teary, and I was like, I don't even understand. Like, so-and-so's not even that good. And she was like, wait a second. Don't you ever disparage another woman, ever. She said, if you don't get a part, that just means it wasn't your part. And there will be parts for you. But don't hold on to the energy of something is yours if it's not yours. You will be miserable in life.
Wait, that's so interesting. The thought that it's yours.
I think it just kind of imbued me with this idea that what's yours is yours and what's not is not.
Lending that ideology to every category and aspect in your life. Like the guy, he just wasn't meant for me. He's not mine.
That's right.
I feel like so often we can get hung up on what is ours or what we perceive to be ours, and then also harboring this ill intent or, ill feelings toward the people who get it and we don't. And that's just going to fester inside of you and make you a miserable person. So, and I think it's also a lesson in gratitude and being grateful for what you have, and that, okay, that is not mine, that is theirs. Let me find what can be mine or what should be mine.
I used to work with a woman that was a born-again Christian, and she put everything into God terms and Christian terms. And I was talking about my kids one day, and I was saying when there's something in the house and we're having an argument and they're arguing about something being lost or something that I've taken away from them, and then I can always say this is my house. These aren't even your things. And she used to say, as far as life goes, this is God's house. None of this is yours. It's all God's.
Well, I feel like I experienced exactly what Gwyneth went through. And it's funny because I was kind of reminiscing on it this weekend when I was in Nashville, because a couple of years ago, it was my dream to move to Nashville. That's where I thought I was going to end up. And there were 3 jobs before this one that I was sure they were mine. I was like, I'm overqualified for them. Of course I'm going to get them. And then they went to another girl. And this job is kind of like an actor. You have to see somebody else do the job that you applied for. And I was so bitter about it for so long, and now seeing how my life is played out, I'm like, oh, of course, that was theirs. That was the life they were supposed to go to, and I was supposed to end up here with the friends I was supposed to make and the experiences I was supposed to have. So it's very, very true that even if you're sitting in that moment of disappointment and feeling like that was supposed to be mine, it's not.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I always tell people, what's for you is for you, and it goes the other way too. What's for you, I don't feel like anyone can take it. And we always waste time worrying about what someone else has or being jealous of someone else. But it's like that old quote, if you focus on the window that just closed, you won't realize that the door opened behind you.
All right. That's good.
So I actually have a quote that I saw on TikTok yesterday that really made me get out the door physically. I was laying on my couch and I was just exhausted yesterday. I was like, I can't move. I physically can't do anything. And then all of a sudden, this guy named @Major.Smile came up and said, it's important to remember that if you're, I guess, in a funk or slowing down in life, what would your 80-year-old self do if they could step in your shoes right now?
I saw this girl say whenever she's in a funk, she gets herself out of it by playing this game with herself, where she pretends her 80-year-old self is coming back to relive this day, today. And she says, get real with it. Pretend you're sitting in a chair, you're 80 years old, you close your eyes, and then boom, you're here today, living this life. And how grateful you'd be. And what would you do differently? How would you live it? You'd probably have more fun. You'd probably be a little bit less worried knowing that everything was going to work out and that everything was going to turn out okay. So try that exercise. If you're in a funk, put yourself in those shoes of your 80-year-old self, being able to come back to your life today and experience it from a different perspective without having the worries of everything in the future.
Easier for me because 80 is right around the corner.
That got me off the couch so fast. I was like, I want to do what only 28-year-old Abby can do, and that was go for a walk around the park yesterday. So that's what I did.
That's really good, though, man.
Really
When you
good.
take that look from way up top there and you're looking at your life like, okay, inevitably this is going to be the end. How would I have wanted to act? How will I act right now? That's really good.
I know, and it reminds you that every day is a little treat. Like, we only do the things that only 28 or 48 or 58-year-old you can do right now.
The Bert Show.